Hello all. So today we are going to study about microcontrollers and microprocessors. So what is microprocessor? Microprocessor is nothing but a programmable chip that forms the CPU of a computer. That means whenever we are programming a CPU, that means we are programming a microprocessor. So microprocessor is a programmable chip that forms the CPU of a computer. Nowadays, many microprocessor chips are available in the market for users to select from depending on the application. In general, processor chips can be classified as general purpose microprocessors, microcontrollers and DSP processors. So here we are going to mainly concentrate on microcontrollers. What do you mean by microcontroller? Okay, so Intel Corporation has many microcontrollers and both 8-bit and 16-bit configuration. That means Intel is a company which prepares microcontrollers. The 8-bit microcontrollers in many part numbers, okay, so they are available as MCS51. That means the name of the microcontroller is MCS51 as the family name. There are various microcontrollers are there which are available in the market, which can be used depending on the application. So what are the main features of the 8051 microcontroller? So it is having 8-bit CPU. That means the microcontroller whatever is there which will process 8-bit data, and it is having 4 kilobytes of on-chip program memory. That means I can use this much of memory, and 128 bits of on-chip RAM and 4 ports. Okay, so each 8-bit each, and 2 16-bit timers. Okay, then it is having a serial port, and then it is having on-chip clock simulator oscillator. I'm sorry. So what do you mean by that? Where it is exactly used? For example, to give an instance, so we can use Arduino board. Okay, so this is the board which is used many times to do programming. Okay, so now we can find out that this is an Arduino board, and this Arduino board will be having a microcontroller. So this is the microcontroller which is 8051, which is that. Okay, so now this microcontroller will be having many pins. These pins are connected somewhere over here like this. These pins are connected over here. So this board can be used to do many projects. For example, I can use to control the DC motor speed. I can control the speed of a DC motor. Right? So which one will control the speed of a DC motor? This microcontroller. So this microcontroller should be programmed in such a way that whenever a DC motor is being connected to this pin, because these are all pins which has been, the pins of this IC are connected somewhere like this. Okay, internally they are connected. So whenever I connected some DC motor to this, I need to program this microcontroller in such a way that the speed of this DC motor gets controlled. So this microcontroller is a programmable device in the Arduino board. So this is the one application where the microcontroller is used. So that's why it is called as controller, because it controls various operations. Correct. So this is the pin diagram. So if I want to expand this, what is the pin configuration of this IC? So I can find out that this is the pin configuration of the IC. Right. So 8051 microcontroller is a 40 pin IC. So you can find out that these pins have been used many times. So this port 0 is a one port. Okay. So then we are having port 2, and we are having many ports, so that we can connect to this and we can program it. Right. So this is for 8051 microcontroller. Similarly, if I want to check the memory organization of this 8051, I can find out that it is having two memories. One is programmable memory and second one is the data memory. Programmable memory will be having internal RAM of 4 KB, and then external memory will be 64 KB, whereas data memory will be 128 bytes and external will be 64 KB. This is how the memory of 8051 microcontroller is divided. Then if I want to go for this, this is having very less number of pins, so that's why it controls very less number of devices. For example, I can connect one, as it is having less number of ports, so less number of devices I can connect. I can connect DC motor, then I can connect stepper motor, like this. So very less number of devices can be connected to this 8051 microcontroller. So if I want to expand this, that means if I have more applications to be connected, so I need to go for a next version of microcontroller, which is nothing but LPC2148. So this is one microcontroller which is prepared by a company called as NXP. So basically NXP is a company. So you can find out that this is 64 pin IC. So microcontroller whatever we saw was only 40 pin. But if you can come over here in NXP, it is having 64 pin IC. So definitely 64 pin mean it is going to control a lot of applications compared to that of microcontroller 8051, right? So what are the features of this 2148? So two features of 2148 is it is 32-bit RISC microcontroller. Okay, so whereas if you check this 8051, it is having only 8-bit microcontroller, right? It is only 8-bit, whereas this LPC2148 is 38-bit. So definitely we can have a lot of informations can be stored in this 2148. Then it is having 512 KB on chip RAM, then it is having two 10-bit ADCs, then it is having two UARTs, and then I2C 32-bit timers, then real time clock, then it is having brownout detect circuit. So these are all the features which are available with LPC2148 IC. So normally this is also called as ARM IC. This is also called as ARM, right, which is a more powerful microcontroller. Okay, so this was the introduction to microcontroller as well as LPC2148. Thank you.